Okay, so these are crochet videos for Marie. I want to show you again how I hold the yarn. This is the way that Granny showed me. I take my hand flat, I take the tail of the yarn, and I circle it around my pinky. Let's see. Okay, I circle it around my pinky, put it behind my ring finger, in front of my middle finger, and behind my pointer finger. That's how I hold it. You don't have to hold it that way. Any way you want to hold it so that you have control of the yarn and how tight it is against your hook is fine. So then to start, I make a loop. I just twist the yarn to make a loop, and then I fold it up and pull the rest of the yarn through to make a little slip knot. So this is a slip knot. If you pull against it, it will tighten. If you want to loosen it back, you just hold the tail and pull your hook a little bit to loosen it up, okay? So to start, for a granny square, we're going to use a chain stitch. Chain stitch is your basic crochet stitch. It is just yarn over your hook, and notice that I go in front of my yarn and up under to create that twist around my hook so that it will easily pull through the loop. So yarn over and pull through the loop. That's one chain stitch. So to start a granny square, we're going to use 5 of those. I did 1 already. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 chain stitches. To create the circle or the loop that will be the foundation or the center of the granny square, I'm going to take my hook and put it through the center of the very first stitch. Okay, so here's my chain. I take the end of my hook and put it through. Oh, sorry, there's a dog here. I put it through the end of the very first stitch, and then I pull through. This is called a slip stitch, where you're pulling through some yarn. Just pull it through everything on your hook. And the point is not to create a stitch or create any bulk. It's just to connect these 2 pieces. That's a slip stitch. Okay, so now you have your ring to start with. Your first set of stitches, your first cluster of stitches in your granny square is going to be a 2 chains. It's 2 chain stitches. 1, 2. So now from your circle, you have 2 chains up, and then you're going to do 2 double crochet stitches right next to this chain stitch, and you're going to put your hook through the center of the ring to do those stitches. So for double crochet, you yarn over. Again, that's in front and under to yarn over, and then you put your hook through the center of the ring, yarn over and pull that up. So now you should have 3 loops on your hook, 3 loops. You're going to yarn over and pull the yarn through 2 loops, and you now have 2 loops on your hook again. Yarn over, pull it through these 2 loops, and you've done a double crochet stitch. So this 2 chains here at the beginning counts as 1 double crochet. So now you have 2 double crochet stitches. 1 more, yarn over, hook through the center of the ring, yarn over and pull it up. So you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull it through 2 loops. You now have 2 loops on your hook again. Yarn over, pull it through 2 loops again. So now you have 1 cluster of double crochets, even though the first one is technically 2 chain stitches, but you have 1 cluster. That's your first side of your square. So for the corner of the square, you chain 2. 1, 2. Oh, there's another dog hair. All right, so now you'll do the second side of the square with another cluster of double crochets. So yarn over, hook through the center of the ring, yarn over, bring the yarn up. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull it through 2 of the loops. Yarn over, pull it through the last 2 loops, and that's your double crochet. Sorry if you can hear my dog chewing on his bone, he's being loud. Okay, next double crochet. You need 3, just like you have 1, 2, 3 here, you need 3 in this cluster. Yarn over, put your hook through the ring, yarn over again, pull it up. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over again, pull through the last 2 loops. Okay, again, yarn over, put your hook through the ring, yarn over, and pull it up, 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now you have, and I keep adjusting because I need to make room for the rest of my stitches on this ring. So I just, after a few stitches, I grab the ring and pull the stitches in the opposite direction to kind of smoosh them over to the side. So now I have the first side of my square, the corner, first corner, and the second side of my square. To make my next corner, I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then I'll make the third side of my square. Again, yarn over, hook through the center, yarn over, pull up, 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, through 2 loops, and that's your first double crochet in that cluster. Okay, I'm going to do some more without saying everything that I'm doing because that probably will get annoying. But feel free to rewind or move back if you need to hear that again. So now we have 3 sides of our square and 2 of our corners. Okay, so now we have finished the first round, the first layer of our granny square. But we need to connect this corner piece to this first side of the square that we made. And you connect it with a slip stitch, just like we connected the ring together into a ring with the slip stitch. So you can take your hook and put it between, I like to put it between these first 2 stitches. That's the easiest place, between the chain 2 and the first double crochet. Slide it through there, and then you're going to yarn over and pull that through everything on your hook, and that gives you a little square. Okay, so that's the first step And because this video ended up being a little longer than I thought, I will make a second video to show you the next layer.